Hi, my name is Kaylee Lynn Miller. I'm a realtor in Northern Colorado, and I am brokered with eXp Realty. I am starting a series on my YouTube channel where I'm just giving away free knowledge that helps people go from, hey, I want more from this to this. So if you have thought any of these things or been taught any of these things, then this series is for you. Get good grades, get a good job with good benefits, save everything you can, and climb the corporate ladder. Have you ever heard that? Yes? Okay, I definitely heard that growing up too. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to live your life in the E quadrant. So if you've never watched Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad's cash flow quadrant video, click the link below and there will be a link to a really great video describing the cash flow quadrant from Rich Dad Poor Dad, a book written by Robert Kiyosaki. If you haven't read that book and you want to become an entrepreneur or a realtor, because a realtor is an entrepreneur, you run your own business. You move from being an employee in someone else's business to being a self-employed specialist who owns your own small business. You are now becoming an entrepreneur. And as a realtor, I've been a realtor for a few years now. Last year, I did $10.4 million in sales and I did 25 deals as a solo agent with only a TC, no assistants, and no one underneath me. So I went really fast. And now I have people, so at eXp, you can join under people as your sponsors, and it really matters who you join under because your sponsor has zero responsibility to train you or give you information. However, the more you win, I win. So I have about 5 or 6 people right now who are in my life who want to get licensed and are like trying to work their full-time job and make the switch to learning how to become a realtor, self-employed entrepreneur. And I can't teach all 5 of them because our lives are all busy. All the things that I have learned over the past few years of becoming an entrepreneur. And I want to attract and help and empower so many other agents or employees who want to move from employee to self-employed. And so I'm just going to start making these videos and putting them on YouTube to help people. And if they help you, comment below, or if they help you, reach out. Or if you have more questions that you'd like me to make a video on, please comment them below because my true intention and desire is to create free content to help people move from employee to entrepreneur realtor because it changed my life and I believe it could change your life. And if it could change your life, I want to help you. Just like the 5 people of my friends who are getting licensed right now and planning to join me at eXp. So if you've heard these things, but you're feeling something different, listen to these things and see if they align with you. I want more time freedom. Maybe you want more time with your kids or your spouse or your loved ones. I want more money. Do you want more money? Let's be honest. You're not greedy. Money is not bad. Money buys options. Money gives time. Money gives you time freedom, location freedom. It can give you a lot. If you've ever thought, I want to give more to causes that matter to me, if that is whatever that is to you, if I gave you money to give to a charity, would that feel good? Yes. But it'd feel even better if you earned that money and you got to give it to a charity that you cared about. I'm willing. Okay, so if you want those things and you don't just want to climb the corporate ladder and you don't want to work for someone else and you don't want someone else to tell you what to do and where to do it and how to do it and when to be there, which is an employee boss situation. If you want that, that's totally fine. There is nothing wrong with that. We need employees. I want to run a whole bunch of businesses with great employees. So if you want to just be an employee, that is beautiful. Know yourself. Get that. One of my dearest friends, best friends, she's like, I want to stay an employee the rest of my life. I want benefits. I want security. I want consistency. And that's important to her. And she is my best friend. And I don't want that anymore. And that's okay. We can both want different things. So if you only want to be an employee, this video is like not really for you anymore. So go find one of my other videos that could potentially help you in other areas of your life. But if you're still listening and you're like, I don't want to be an employee for the rest of my life. I don't want to clock in and out. I don't want someone else to control my life, my time, my money, my income. Then this video is for you. So if you're still watching, you are I'm going to assume, an employee right now, but you want to become a realtor, which means you have to move from the E quadrant to the S quadrant. E stands for employee, where this highest level of employee you can really get is a CEO. So the top of someone else's company. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're watching this video, you probably are an employee for someone else's company and you want to become an S, which stands for small business, specialist, or self-employed. So if you want to own a small business, become a specialist like a doctor or a dentist or a chiropractor, those are specialists, or you want to be self-employed, then you need to move to S. And all of these kind of go together. If you're going to be a realtor, you're a specialist in helping people buy and sell homes. That's your specialty. That's my specialty. I'm a realtor. I help people find homes, and then I help them find funding for those homes that they want, and then I help them execute that process. I'm a specialist. But to be a specialist in that, I also have to be a small business owner. And real estate school doesn't teach you how to do that. And that's what a lot of these free videos are going to be about. And you also are self-employed. No one else is cutting you a paycheck. No one else is doing the work for you. No one is giving you an exact blueprint of how to run your business, because it's your business. You get to decide who you want to be and how you want to run your own business. And if that's not exciting to you, then entrepreneurship is probably not for you. But if the thought of being like, I get to dress how I want, I get to act how I want, I get to build my business how I want to build my business is exciting to you, you are in the right place. And that's what I want to help you do. So if this might be you, if you're saying, I am looking for a job where I can be compensated well for my skills and time, where I am in charge. This is where I currently am at and where you want to go next. So that's why you found me. I am on your page, or you are watching this, you are on my video because you are currently an employee and you want to run your own business. This is the other side of the cash flow quadrant, and we're going to cover that in a different video. I want to go back to these. If you want to get out of what we call the rat race of just having enough money every month, but never having enough for like your dreams, only having enough for your bills. If you want to get out of that cycle, you have to be willing to trade your free time now to start your new business, believing that it will give you more time and control over your time. So it says, you have to like commit to these next things. It says, I am willing to trade my free time now to start my new business, believing it will give me more control over my time and money in the future. I must break my addiction to the illusion of safety. And I believe I am worthy of moving from E to S. This is your starting line. The starting line of you building a profitable business and a life that you love, like a wealthy life. And the cool thing is you get to decide what a wealthy life looks like for you. For me, it's a healthy life. I spent a lot of my life sick. I brought the picture inside. I spent a lot of my life in hospital beds, sick. And so to me, health is a wealthy life. And having the money to pay the bills. I'm currently in a lot of medical debt while I record this video. And that's why I'm even more passionate about moving through the cash flow quadrant, that I eventually want to be an investor. That's my end desire, is investing in other women-owned and queer-owned businesses and helping them thrive, and minority-owned businesses. And so I'm in small business and I want to help you. I can't teach you how to get to investor yet because I'm not there. But I was an employee and now I'm a small business owner, and I'm learning how to become a better small business owner, a better specialist as a realtor in Remlo every single day. And I want to help you make the transition from E to S. But the starting line doesn't really start until you believe you're worthy of it. And mindset is 80% of the game in entrepreneurship, really in life, but like, especially if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, mindset is 80% of the game, and how you implement your mindset is 20% of the game. And so I want to help you with affirmation cards, with affirmation journals, with resources, with books, with videos, with documentaries, with subscriptions, with different things. If it has genuinely helped me, I want to tell you about it so it can help you. And like I said, this is a completely free video as of right now. That might change in the future. I might bundle this all up and sell it. But as of right now, this is completely free on the internet just because I want to help you succeed. And you can study and take a real estate test and then never sell a home. And the statistics on that are staggering. I don't have them in front of me, so I'm not going to pretend like I know them. But the statistics of people that want to start in real estate and say they're going to get a real estate license and then never actually do it are astronomical. The people who do it and study and never sell a single house are very high. And the people who do it and study and quit within 3 years are very high. And that's because I'd say it's about a $600 entry to barrier to become a licensed realtor. It's about $6,000 a year in Colorado, I would say I pay just to keep my license. If I sell a home or not, it's at least about $6,000 a year that I'm paying to my brokerage and my team. And way more than that if you factor in like business expenses of like lead sources and marketing and all of that. That's for a different thing. And you have to, like, you cannot really start making money until you believe that you're worthy of it. That might sound woo-woo, and if you're not into doing the mindset work, then these videos aren't for you. But if you are and you are serious about your business, and you don't just want to be a realtor, but you want to be a small business owner where one day you could sell your book of business for money, then I want to help you get there. And I'm not perfection. I am not Robert Kiyosaki. I do not have decades and decades and decades of this, but I have real in-time information that as I learn, I will teach, because I learn the best by teaching. I am an auditory processor, and I process the things in my brain best when I hear them come out of my own mouth. So I can hear something, and when it really gets submitted is when I speak on it. And so these YouTube videos are honestly for me too, for me to learn the things that I have been taught and to teach the things that I want you to learn, because I want to help you. And once again, you don't have to be here. I don't have to do these, but I want to, because I genuinely want to help more people move through this cash flow quadrant and build a life of wealth to them. And like you might say, the love of money is the root of all evil. I've got a book to help you with that. You might say, I'm not good enough. I've got a book to help you with that. Like, not my books, not my programs. I'm not selling you my courses yet. One day I hope to have a course to help people, because one of the things that helps you move through the cash flow quadrant is realizing that you can cut a check for time, and you can spend I talked to an agent the other day. We did a deal, and he said, I've been an agent for 28 years. And I've never had this exact experience that we are going through right now. And so you, a year in, have learned this experience that it took me 28 years to learn, right? You could take 28 years to learn some of these lessons, or you could learn these lessons before you ever get licensed. And then from the gate, you are more successful. Not because you're better than anyone else, but because you learned the right things. You learned the right mindset. And once again, this is literally me taking other people's information they've taught me and sharing it. And if you connect with me in a way that you like learning from the way I share it, then let me know so I can keep helping you.